Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So these are my thoughts on the match that just finished. Chelsea 2, Brighton 1. And I mean what an unnecessarily intense end to the match. I mean, what an annoyingly difficult end. Obviously, brilliant result. Couple really annoying things that happened, but incredibly useful result. We are now sixth place. Going into the final day of the season, we are now in control of the Europa League spot. As long as City beat United in the FA Cup, all we have to do is draw with Bournemouth, and we've guaranteed sixth place and guaranteed Europa League. Which, to be honest, a month or two ago, I would never have predicted that going into the final game of the season, it's all in our hands, which is great to see. And obviously, we've got some players who've come back from injury. One who scored, one obviously got an assist the other day. But yeah, this was mostly a comfortable match, but the last 10 or so minutes, very, very stressful. So anyway, we started off with Petrovic in goal. On the right, Gusto, Chalobah and Badiashile as our centre-backs and Cucurella on the left. Caicedo and Gallagher as our midfield, with Palmer just in front. Madueke on the right, Mudryk on the left, and Jackson up top. And the good thing about this match was this match today was at exactly the same time as the Manchester United and Newcastle game. However, we did start 30 minutes before the other two. So we started half an hour before the other match. And going into the game, we were obviously level on points with Newcastle, 3 clear of United. All I kept thinking is, as long as we win and United get a result, we're in control in the final day of the season. So into the first half, and we look good. We look really, really good. We started strong. We had some great link-up play, we look comfortable on the ball. Defensively, we look fine. Around the 70th minute, Cucurella goes down. We get a penalty, then goes to VAR to be reviewed. Turns out that the Brighton player got the ball. Brilliant challenge, fair enough. Referee goes over to the monitor, changes his mind. One thing I really just thought was a strange thing in this, and obviously it's to do with the rules more than anything else, was it wasn't a penalty because the Brighton player got the ball. So in theory, it should have been a Chelsea corner. That's what it should have been. I don't know why the rules state that it has to be a drop ball. I think that's really stupid. Something that's just odd. It should have been a corner to Chelsea, but fine, doesn't matter. Is what it is. That's where VAR was actually shown to be quite good. Probably the only time in this whole match. And then again, Chelsea create a few more chances. I think Gusto has a great shot, which the Brighton goalkeeper saves. And then around the 35th minute, Gallagher gets the ball at the edge of the box, passes it through to Cucurella. Brilliant cross from Cucurella, outstanding cross. But Cole Palmer, he's just so good. Like he is just so elite. I mean, that header from Cole Palmer was absolutely outstanding. And as soon as he did that, then I mean, you just felt we were going to win it. As soon as we scored first, you felt that we would be in complete control. And I mean, what a goal! Like, it comes across, heads it back top of his head up into the corner. Brilliant finish, and he does that whole cold celebration. Love it. He's been the best player of the season. He should. I think he's going to win Young Player of the Year. Should do anyway. Obviously, just very unlucky that he's come up against a machine in Erling Haaland for the Golden Boot, which is fair enough. But yeah, we were really, really good. And then towards the end of the first half, I think it was around the 40th minute, an off the ball incident happened where essentially, like this was such a strange thing because Mudryk's running, Lamptey changes direction from when he's running, and just elbows him in the head. Like Mudryk is down. He's concussed. He can't play anymore. He's down. He's on the ground because he's had a bad head injury. He has to come off because the elbow to the head was a concussion. And one thing that really pissed me off is, and obviously we'll talk about it later on as well, is they didn't even look at it. Like, they looked at it for like 20 seconds and they decided it was inconclusive. Like, the officiating in this country, and the officiating with VAR, the people at VAR, they're just so incompetent, and they're so inconsistent. Even in a match, they are so inconsistent. It's incredible. I don't understand how the referee's not told to go look at it, because it wasn't told to go look at the monitor, because that's serious foul play. It's not like they're both jumping for the ball and Lamptey's elbow hits Mudryk. He changes direction of where he's running just to stop Mudryk, just to elbow him. It's a straight red card. A straight red card, and it should be a few match ban. But the person at VAR just had a shocker and decided it's just not conclusive, which it is abysmal officiating. And we'll see. We'll talk about it in a few minutes, but they really pick and choose which kind of incidents they look at properly. That's a straight red card any day of any moment in a football match, any football match. That's a red card. Obviously, it doesn't happen. We go in at half time and we are 1-0 up. I think United were also 1-0 up at the time as well. So at that time, it was brilliant. We were, or maybe it was 1-1, but either way, Chelsea was sixth going into the second half. And yeah, again, other than that, the first half was fairly comfortable. We go into the second half, and first 20 minutes or so, first 15 minutes, it's the usual thing with Chelsea. We look significantly worse. The opposition then take complete control and dominate and control possession. They look much more threatening. But Chelsea had two massive opportunities to essentially just kill the game. They had one chance where Palmer is all the way down, right at the edge of the box. If he just squares it, it's an open goal, and we go 2-0 up. Doesn't happen. And then the other one is great ball over the top. Jackson's running through down on the right, and he just takes too long. He takes too long. If he passed it after one or two, maybe one touch, if he controlled it, ran a bit and passed it, again, easy open goal. Chelsea would be 2-0 up. But he takes too long on the ball, and by the time he passes it, it's just too easy for the Brighton player to clear it. And yeah, it was looking like a very intense second half. And then obviously we get our second goal, which is just a brilliant team goal. I mean, Madueke starts the ball down the right, great little pass of Gusto, great cross from Gusto, and then Nkunku. I mean, that's just an instinctive finish. Really good goal, great run by him. So there was no Brighton player around him. I mean, it's a great finish, and then he did his usual balloon celebration, which I've been looking forward to properly seeing it. I love it. I mean, it was brilliant being able to bring him on. Obviously, he came on from Mudryk, but it was brilliant bringing him on. And afterwards, we brought on players like Sterling, players like Reece James. It's lovely that we got a lot less injuries. It's lovely that a lot of our players are coming back from injury now, so we can bring them on slowly. And then we got experience on the bench. But yeah, it was a brilliant finish from Nkunku, and I'm seriously excited to see what sort of level he brings consistently next season. I mean, we're now on like a 4-match win streak. It's just incredible, and yeah, it was flying high. I mean, obviously, it looked at that point like we killed the game off. Brighton had a few moments, but again, didn't really threaten that much. And then it was just a really, 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 really stupid moment from Reece James that almost changed the entire last 10 minutes, because obviously there were 10 minutes added on. So with the Reece James incident, I mean, for one thing, he's captain of the club. Love him. He's a brilliant player, and I love the fact that he's back from injury, but it was such a stupid moment from him, especially with VAR. It was just stupid. Obviously, he gets fouled. I mean, it's a clear foul on Reece, but then he just lashes out. It was so frustrating because it was so unnecessary. It was a really poor challenge on him, and then he lashes out, and then I think João Pedro was the player who went over and threw himself to the ground as if he'd just been shot. I mean, football players just are so ridiculously overdramatic. But Reece shouldn't have done it. He shouldn't have lashed out, and it was really, really stupid from him. And as soon as the referee was sent to the monitor, I mean, you knew what was going to happen. you know if a football player lashes out like that, you know they're probably going to get sent off. And it's fair enough. It is a red card. My issue with that is how on earth did the person at VAR deem that worthy to be double checked by the referee, but did not deem the elbow by Lamptey worthy to be double checked by the ref. I mean, this is my issue. I haven't got an issue with Reece James being sent off because it is a red card. It's stupid. But Lamptey should have been sent off a long time beforehand. I mean, what Lamptey did was disgusting. It's the inconsistencies from these officials throughout, and it's not even inconsistencies throughout the season. It's inconsistency throughout the 90 minutes of the person in VAR, which is so frustrating. You cannot be this inconsistent with this technology. I mean, so yeah, obviously, then Welbeck scores a goal, and it's a nervy. I think it was like another 5 minutes after that. But the game went from being a really easy, comfortable win to then having your captain do such a stupid move, and then the game almost capitulating. Fortunately, we got over the line in the end. We faced Bournemouth on Sunday. I mean, United won 3-2. Really, really lovely. We are now sixth place going into the final game of the season. Home against Bournemouth. It's completely in our control. All we need is to draw. So as long as we don't lose, we'll get at least sixth. As long as we don't lose, we'll get sixth place. But I'm also looking up because I'm looking at Tottenham, and I don't expect it to happen. I mean, I think Sheffield United have had 3 wins all season, but if Sheffield United were to somehow win that match and we beat Bournemouth, we somehow go into 5th. I mean, a few months ago, I would never even considered this, but it's quite fun. This is a potential, like, there's a small chance we get 5th place. And it's wild considering a couple of months ago we were like languishing around, I think, 12th or 11th, or mid-table anyway. It's been an exceptional turnaround in the last few weeks. I mean, 4 wins in a row. It's pretty impressive. And Chelsea have been playing excellent football ever since that second half against Villa. I mean, it's just, we've scored a lot of goals in the last few games. Obviously, it's one of those where you kind of wish the season wasn't ending next week. Or sorry, this weekend. I still feel if we had another 3 or 4 fixtures, I think we could have gotten 4th. Well, maybe not 4th, but I think we could definitely have gotten 5th, and we'd actually have a chance of getting 4th with how Villa are falling off. Obviously, it is what it is. But considering how bad the season was a month or 2 ago, I would be happy with 6th. And then obviously we had to rely on Man City beating Manchester United in the FA Cup to guarantee Europa League. Should do. But anyway. So yeah, I mean, a lot of drama in this match. We're 2-0 up, probably should have scored 3 or 4. Nearly threw it away because of a stupid decision by our captain. Fortunately, we didn't. We'll go into the final game of the season 6th, and hopefully Europa League football. And it's great because both times we've been in this competition, we've won it. And yeah, I'm excited to see what happens on Sunday. So if you enjoy this content, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all after the Bournemouth game on Sunday.